Are Hicoleo and Roman Reigns connected? Exploring the family background of the new WWE Superstar? Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm Jennifer, have a nice day. For the WWE family latest news update, Zeras, please subscribe the channel and press the bell icon. Thank you. The newest member of the Bloodline has arrived. This time it's one of the Tongans, in the form of Tala Tonga anoa'i Hiculeo. Tonga made his on-screen WWE debut at Night of Champions 2025 in Riyadh, coming to the aid of Solo Sikoa. Joining forces with the Bloodline, he now assists the United States champion Sikoa alongside JC Mateo and Tongaloa Taula Koloamatangi, known to wrestling fans as Hikuleo, is yet another son of Haku. He and Tama Tonga, who are real-life brothers, are the adopted sons of Haku, while Tongaloa is his first cousin. This falls under the lineage of Tongans, which is not blood related to the Samoans but falls under the same Polynesian descent. But their bonds go so deep that Samoans have considered Tongans their extended family. This proves that Roman Reigns and Tonga are not connected. However, their bonds are very familial as their fathers considered each other brothers. Haku, the father of Tala Tonga, has wrestled alongside the anoa'i family member, Tonga Kid, as a tag team, the Islanders. Now, Tongans are doing the same, teaming up with their fellow Samoans. Jacob Fatu and Sikoa Hikuleo was formerly an NJPW talent and a member of the iconic faction Bullet Club. He began his Japan journey nearly a decade ago and ended his stint last year just before signing with WWE. There, he won multiple championships, being a strong openweight champion and two-time strong openweight tag team champion. The irony comes as even there, he was wrestling alongside his Tongan brothers, Tama and Tanga. Later, the Tongans formed their own stable, Gorillas of Destiny. Being a part of NJPW, he also appeared on AEW and wrestled only 3 matches between 2021 and 2022. Adding to his resume is Impact Wrestling back in 2021 and 2022. His name suggests the Tongan god, Hiculeo. Even though he went with the name Hiculeo for a big chunk of his career, WWE has found a way for him to Tonganize. They find Tala Tonga by his name while being aligned with the Bloodline. He was signed to WWE but was in the Performance Center getting ready for his in-ring debut. The time came on June 13, 2025 episode of SmackDown, where he wrestled in a dark match against Kit Wilson. A few days later, he seemed ready and appeared directly at Riyadh to interfere in the United States Championship match. SummerSlam 2025 is just a month away. WWE has only confirmed 2 matches for the show so far. Here, we have a look at 3 matches which WWE could add to the SummerSlam match card. Following Saturday night's main event, all eyes will be on SummerSlam 2025. The biggest party of the summer is scheduled to take place on August 2nd and 3. WWE has already confirmed that John Cena will defend his title against Cody Rhodes at the show, while Jade Cargill will challenge Tiffany Stratton. For the first time, SummerSlam will be a 2-night affair, and fans can expect WWE to stage 12 matches. Here, we have a look at 3 WWE matches which could take place at SummerSlam 2025. Seth Rollins, Bron Breakker, and Bronson Reed versus Roman Reigns, Jey Uso, and LA Knight. WWE could book a triple threat match between these 2 teams for SummerSlam. Rollins has an incomplete story with Reigns, while he is already involved in a storyline with Jey and LA Knight. At WrestleMania 41, Paul Heyman was a wanted man. CM Punk cashed in a favor with Heyman to ensure that his longtime friend would accompany him to the ring for his first WrestleMania main event, leaving Roman Reigns without his wise man and less than happy. However, by the end of the night, Paul Heyman had screwed both CM Punk and Roman Reigns to reveal his new allegiance with Seth Rollins. Heyman has taken on a new nickname for his role alongside the current Mr. Money in the Bank, as well as Bron Breakker and Bronson Reed. Now, on the July 7th edition of Raw, Paul Heyman has been forced to address Roman Reigns by the WWE fans in Providence. Heyman was selling them on Rollins getting in the ring with Penta in the night's main event when he was showered with chants for the OTC. Heyman told everyone in attendance that Reigns doesn't have the balls to return and step up to his new group. WWE recently filed to trademark The Oracle. And many thought this was going to be the name of Seth Rollins' new faction with Bron Breakker, Big Bronson Reed, and Paul Heyman. However, that's not the case. The Oracle is the new nickname of Paul Heyman. Heyman is no longer the wise man, as he ended his relationship with the tribal chief Roman Reigns at WrestleMania. For one dot, during his promo on last night's Raw, Heyman took a shot at the OTC once again. Roman Reigns doesn't have the balls to come back and step up against us. As previously reported, Roman's return to WWE programming is near, and he is scheduled to have a match at SummerSlam 2025. Reigns recently celebrated the birth of his sixth child. There's been a major update in the legal situation involving Janelle Grant, Vince McMahon, and WWE. On July 7th, a Connecticut judge ruled in favor of Grant's request to begin digging into medical records tied to her time at Dr. Carlin Kolker's clinic, Peak Wellness. This decision comes as part of a separate court matter in Connecticut, where Grant had filed a petition to access documents before formally launching a case. The judge's ruling now allows both sides to submit proposals on how they want the schedule for this process to play out. Grant has accused Dr. Kolker and his clinic of playing a role in what she says was abuse, claiming she was given unapproved treatments that allowed Vince McMahon to have control over her. Her lawyers have also said the clinic hasn't fully turned over her medical records, which is what led to this legal action in the first place. Just last month, Grant's legal team also went after McMahon and WWE for a wide range of documents, including messages between McMahon and Kolker. So far, that's part of a much larger federal lawsuit that's still in progress. In that separate case, McMahon and WWE are trying to stop the discovery process altogether. They've argued that Grant's requests are too broad and basically amount to a fishing expedition. A federal judge hasn't ruled on that yet. While this Connecticut ruling doesn't directly affect the federal case, it's still an important step for Grant and her lawyers as they try to gather more evidence. Karrion Kross is proving to be a powerhouse, not just in the ring, but at the merchandise table. According to WrestleNomics, Kross's String Them Up t-shirt captured the number 2 spot in WWE's merchandise rankings for June 2025. The striking design, which reflects Kross's dark persona, has clearly connected with fans, propelling it past products from some of WWE's biggest stars. Remarkably, Kross outsold heavy hitters like WWE champion John Cena, Roman Reigns, and Cody Rhodes over the past month, which is a testament to his growing popularity and the strong reception of his current character work. Jey Uso claimed the top position for June, maintaining his own momentum as one of WWE's hottest acts. Still, Kross's performance in the merch standings shows that he's becoming a major draw in his own right, both as an in-ring competitor and a marketable figure. On last night's Raw, Kross attacked Sami Zayn, and there was a loud chant of "We want Kross" from over 10,000 fans in attendance. You can watch it below. AE appears to be planting seeds for a major betrayal, with plans taking shape that could propel Bron Breakker into the spotlight in a major way. According to Bodyslam, WWE is mapping out a scenario where Breakker eventually turns against Seth Rollins. While there's no timeline locked in yet, the move isn't expected to happen anytime soon. Instead, WWE is said to be taking a slow burn approach, aiming to make the moment as impactful as possible when it finally arrives. Adding intrigue to this, Paul Heyman is reportedly penciled in to align himself with Breakker when the betrayal goes down. The legendary advocate's endorsement would signal WWE's serious commitment to positioning Breakker as a future cornerstone of the main event scene. WWE management sees enormous potential in Breakker, who has impressed fans and executives alike with his powerful in-ring style and natural charisma. The long-term plan to pit him against an established star like Rollins suggests WWE is grooming Breakker for a sustained run at the top of the card. On last night's Raw, Breakker said Rollins and Heyman have a vision for him that will see him as the next face of WWE for the next 2 decades, and he has a vision of WWE that doesn't have Sami Zayn. Breakker defeated Zayn on Raw. Blake Monroe hasn't been part of NXT for long, but WWE is already considering a change to her character. According to Fightful Select, there's been internal talk about a possible heel turn for Monroe in the future. While no date has been locked in, long-term plans for her on NXT TV are reportedly in place. Monroe had her first ever WWE match at a non-televised NXT Live event on June 27th, where she picked up a win over Lainey Reed. On NXT TV, she's been involved in a feud involving Fatal Influence. She's now set to team up with Jordynne Grace at NXT The Great American Bash on July 12th, facing NXT Women's Champion Jacy Jayne and Fallon Henley. So far, Blake Monroe has been presented as a babyface. A heel turn would mark a sharp shift from how she's been introduced to the NXT audience. Before joining WWE, Monroe wrestled in AEW under the name Mariah May. She debuted there in 2023 as a sidekick to Timeless Toni Storm, and later turned on her after winning the Women's Owen Hart Cup tournament. That moment helped establish her as one of the top heels in AEW's women's division. She won the AEW Women's World Championship and dropped the title to Storm before leaving the company. AEW World Tag Team Champion Bobby Lashley says he's open to stepping in the ring with Jake Paul, not for a major grudge match, but for the sake of competition. In a recent interview with WFAA Dallas, the former WWE champion spoke candidly about possibly boxing the YouTuber-turned-boxer, even joking about receiving a script before they face off. "Yeah, he can give me the script and we can go ahead and do whatever we need to," Lashley said. Despite his joke, Lashley had high praise for Paul's role in boxing. At the end of the day, fighting is fighting. Jake is doing some big things in the fight world. He's helping out boxing tremendously because he's bringing a lot of eyes to it, and the fighters that are fighting on his card get paid really well. Still, Lashley questioned whether he's the right kind of opponent for Paul at this stage. "I don't know if I'm the right matchup for him. I think what he needs is some more seasoned boxers to fight because he's good. He's actually good. So, if he's good, he needs to keep fighting boxers that can legitimize him more." That said, Lashley made it clear he'd jump at the chance to box if the opportunity came up. "If I had an opportunity of boxing, 100% I'd do it tomorrow. I stay in good shape. Let's do some sparring. I'd be ready." He also emphasized that he's not in it for drama. "I'm not one of those guys that's like, I'm signing the contract because I want to spit in your face and talk trash. I'm not that guy. I'm the kind of guy. I love competition, and I'd love